they hit us, we're dead. But if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds.
I forgot about this. Forgot about this.
Somebody shut that trash compactor up.
Look, can you fly this thing or not? Isn't there anything you can do? We jump to hyperspace, fire on the asteroids. Maybe the explosion will destroy them. Just do your best to keep your distance. We'll get out of this yet.
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
We don't have any choice. Do it. What do you think? Do it? Or there's got to be another way. Keep evading them until we clear the field, and we'll try to jump to hyperspace. There's got to be another way. There's got to be another way.
Hold on. This is gonna get a little rocky.
The guy you killed, he was their best man. What happened to not blowing up the asteroids, people? Everything blew up. It all blew up.
Now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi.
Why are these Sith looking for me?
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won.
But I'm not a Jedi. Not any longer.
Whatever lies you tell yourself are of no consequence. The Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters.
How far before the Clone Wars is this? That's probably the simplest answer. Thank you. Thousands of years. Yeah, this is ancient history. Knights of the Old Republic. The setting for it is a period in which the Jedi Knights flourished and the Sith were coming to power. There were many Jedi at the beginning of this plotline, or at least the first game. The idea that there were still Jedi training schools, both light and dark, Sith and Jedi. The last of the Jedi? That can't be true.
The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings.
Thank you, Hacero. Approximately 3,000 years. What about the Jedi on Dantooine and Coruscant?
The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi. And the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi, and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed.
If any survivors still live, we need to warn them.
Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them.
Before, you said the Harbinger was on its way to Telos.
Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Paragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Paragus.
How did you know I was on board the Harbinger?
You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk.
That's an unusual set of coincidences.
True. But as one trained in the Force, You know that true coincidences are rare.
How did we get to Paragus?
I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
He says he repaired the ship and got us to Paragus.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
How come I don't remember you rescuing me?
Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you sealed in one of the cargo holds.
We got away from the Sith. Now how do we stop them?
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
If we don't stop them, they're gonna keep coming. So what do you think we should do?
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and
a teacher.
In the end, I fear it may not be enough.
But we have no other choice.
You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again?
Hi, Happy Boy. How you doing? Obviously, you didn't post a link there. It was just the bot got confused. There was no space. You had a go. When there's a period and no space, the bot gets confused. Do you ever visit Coruscant? No, I don't believe so. No Coruscant in the game. I don't think we go to Coruscant. We do go to Nar Shaddaa. Dr. P is just the bot gets confused. He didn't really get timed out, Happy Boy. It was just a purge because the bot was confused. Thought it was a link. Do I have any Jar Jar impressions with a puppet or no? Sadly no. Sadly no. Or maybe that's a blessing. I don't know. But no, I don't think we go to Coruscant. Is that wrong? We'll go to Coruscant here, do we? Hot Wheels, hello. How are things with you today, Hot Wheels? You fought in the Mandalorian Wars and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again? The Mandalorian Wars were my choice.
You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price, and in the end you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice.
Don't ever miss the opportunity to listen to what Kreia is saying. She is one of the most interesting characters in the Star Wars universe, and her words carry great weight. She has more to say about the Force than most characters in the entire saga. She has a lot of insight, she has a lot of experience, and she offers more questions than answers, which is frustratingly appropriate. She forces you to rethink things you may have decided many years ago about the Force and the light side and the dark side and the decisions you would make, put in that position. And as I've mentioned, a lot of things frustrate her. If you just play the devoted disciple, she will scold you for that. And she's no longer canon thanks to Disney. Yes, well, we'll put that aside for the moment. We'll pretend that's not so. I have nothing to lose now. How bad could it be? I turned away from war once. I can do it again. If I do not try, then we have lost anyway. Do or do not. There is no try. A Jedi's life is sacrifice. It's a small price to pay. If evil is not fought, then we sacrifice the galaxy. Let's see what she says about that. If evil is not fought, then we sacrifice the galaxy.
Your fool's words echo of a Jedi. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers.
You're right, she may need help. Can you handle things up here, Atten?
We're on autopilot until we hit Telos. Until then, a droid could fly this thing. Besides, I think our passenger could use your help.
If it'll shut you up, then I'll go check on her. I'll go check on her then. Yeah, the writing in this game and the first one, I think it's better in this than the first one, but the writing really is exceptional. And not having a voiced protagonist gives them a lot more freedom to branch the dialogue options. And that's another thing we don't get much of anymore. With all our voiced protagonists, they have to cut down on the dialogue options, where they have to record multiples of the dialogue.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give.
When you lost your hand, I felt it too.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
Look at these options. Then consider the pain a lesson. I'm sorry for your loss. If I could, I would have protected you. If I felt the loss of your hand, what could have happened if you had died? Little more commentary on Kreia, which we'll have throughout. If you just play the, oh, I'm a good Jedi, I'm a light side Jedi, I would have protected you, Kreia. She doesn't respect that. She doesn't respect that. Blind compassion is not something Kreia respects.
I do not know. I fear that. The consequences would have been more extreme.
If she had died, wait, sorry, I didn't read it, but didn't reread it. What had happened? If that's what happened when you lost your hand, what would have happened if something more had occurred to you? What if you had died? I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Like what consequences? Death? Would it have been lethal?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Hot Wheels, I'm excellent. Thank you. I'm really excited for Star Wars this week. Thinking about Star Wars all week. Is this Geordie LaForge? It's just a special piece of headgear with some modifiers. I hope to get some better ones and some better looking ones later. A lot of the most powerful ones have kind of a silly appearance, like two things floating on the sides of your temples. At least the one that looks like Geordie's visor has some... it looks like a piece of equipment that you could actually wear, as opposed to the ones that just float on the sides of your heads. You can't sleep, Canadians. It's all you think about Star Wars this week. Well, I watched Empire and Jedi last night. It was awesome. It was awesome, especially Empire. Jim, hi, how you doing? Welcome. What can we do? I don't want my actions to place you at risk. Then we'll work together and try and be careful until we can fix this. This link is a threat to me and an inconvenience. We need to sever it now. Like this. But at your age, you could die any moment, especially considering the way you act. I will not allow my life to be tied to some half-dead, delusional old woman. And we'll work together and try to be careful until we fix this.
When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragas.
Was there an announcement today with Kojima? I didn't see it. Is this like within the past few hours? Official news about a new studio? Talks with Sony? What? I know that's been one of the rumors, but yeah, what's going on? Does our connection have any advantages?
It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you uses a Force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
When we were on Paragas, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
No, it felt different. Faint. It was like a whisper at the edge of hearing.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
Wait, the Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
But to cut one off from the Force, it's like losing all your senses at once.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
If the Jedi were not already gone and dead, I would end their lives for doing this to me. There must be a way to reverse what they did. I don't believe the Jedi would inflict such a punishment on someone. It seems too cruel. What does she say about that?
If not the Jedi, then what did you think was the cause of such a loss?
In defying the Jedi Order to follow Revan to war, I thought I had somehow lost my connection to the Force. I thought I had lost it by my actions, by forgetting my training and the teaching of the Jedi. I had thought the Mandalorian War's the cause. I did much that I am not proud of. I believed that serving Revan had corrupted me. I thought that the war had driven me to the dark side and severed me from my powers. I thought I had lost it by my actions, by forgetting my training and the teaching of the Jedi.
War leaves many scars, but rarely does it blind one to the Force. If anything, conflict and challenge may make the connection stronger, more intense. No matter what horrors you experienced in the war, no matter who you served, it is unlikely that the Force would be lost to you unless another factor was involved.
The Dark Horse comics do a great job of going back into the age, this age, into the early days of the Jedi Knights. The Dark Horse comics, and now Marvel owns all of that, but the Dark Horse comics have a number of series that go way back, many thousands of years, to where some of the early Jedi and some of the early Sith were discovering and exploring and building what later became the Jedi Order and the Sith master and apprentice relationships. And I have not read them all, but I used to be a big fan of the Dark Horse comics, so I do have a lot of them. After the stream tonight, I'm gonna crawl into my my attic crawl space and pull out some more of my Star Wars gear. I've got the Rancor and the Yoda around here, and I have an Imperial shuttle. The big Imperial shuttle is downstairs, but most of my Star Wars gear is in my crawl space. I think it's time to pull some of it out. I'll show some of that off over the next few days. And some of those Dark Horse comics we can talk about. Yes, Jim, she did. She did on Tuesday. She's in St. Petersburg. Wait, it is Tuesday. Today, yes, it's today. It's today. Losing track of time. Yeah, I emailed her this morning since I didn't really have the means to get a card to St. Petersburg in a timely fashion. She's in Russia for her birthday. Can my connection to the Force be healed?
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But the Force, I can feel it again, if only slightly.
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again, and if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
You? Train me? You can barely stand. I am my own master. I have no need of teachers. I will honor whatever training you wish to give me.
Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing, you and I. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
Rhea is one of the best voice actors. Yeah. Excellent. Good thing they wrote good dialogue for her, too. It's matched. You've got an excellent voice actor speaking excellent lines. Venture Fear, how are you doing? How are you doing today? You're a Star Wars fan, right? I hope. Boy, I hope. I accept you as a teacher for now. If your training brings me power, then I will listen. I have no need for mentors, but a servant, yes. I'm sure Kreia would love that. A long-winded scow in my thoughts is enough. Leave me be. I would welcome whatever aid you offer.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence.
This is a lot to take in at once. I need time to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Atten isn't so bad, just, well, maybe he is.
He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next.
Influence gained, Kreia. It's very easy to lose influence with Kreia. Very easy to lose influence. There's so many things that she frowns upon, whether it's traditional Jedi disciple relationships or do-gooders or even excessive snarkiness, sarcasm, and evil. She's not a fan. She has one of the deepest levels of insight into the Force of any character in this world. And many things about the Jedi Order as well as the Sith frustrate her tremendously. She will not hold back. Oh, you've been battling sleeplessness and exhaustion for 2 days, man. That sucks. That sucks. I caught up a bit last night. Night before last, I didn't sleep well. I was so tired yesterday. I didn't pop into any streams. I saw some clients, and I was yawning in the middle of the afternoon. I did manage to make it through Empire and Jedi before passing out, but I think I went to bed at about 7 or 8 o'clock last night. S7 hangs himself with great insight into the Force. Take a look at our model. Look at how we're now standing, chest projected forward, eyes raised as we start to climb the bar towards the light side. The whole image of our character starts to glow. Attributes. Now, do you remember the Constitution? I have a +1 Constitution armband, which would do me no good unless I have an odd-numbered Constitution. And then that armband granting a +1 bonus would increase my Constitution bonus from nothing, it's flat, to a +1. But I'd have to invest in Constitution before that would happen. Wisdom. I put another point in Wisdom, and we've got 16 charisma, or 16 Dex Wisdom and 15 Charisma. I mean, it's a very low Constitution. It might not be a bad idea to get more Constitution. We're obviously going to be fighting a lot. More health, yes, but also Constitution grants us the ability to use other items and mods. So, I won't be spending points on Strength because we're going to use Finesse. But, Constitution maybe? Intelligence, the only reason I would spend on Intelligence would be for more skill points, and I don't think that's going to be important to this character. So pretty much Dex, Wisdom, Charisma, and possibly Constitution. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me spend a point on Constitution. We'll put on the armband. Pieces. And mods. And lots of different crystals. You get to make your own lightsaber. Single, double-bladed, you can dual wield, and you get to make them from the ground up. You get to craft or find lenses and emitters and primary crystals. You have color crystals and damage crystals. It's super cool. It's a really nice system. The mod options in this game are really pretty crazy. We're going to keep our persuasion up and our security up, and we've got an extra point now to start investing in something else. Stealth, awareness, computer use. Maybe computer use. Computer use. We're not going to need a lot of treat injury because we're going to be using force heals instead of med kits for most of the game. Get another power. We won't be able to get the second tier healing until level 12. We won't be able to get the second tier speed until level 9. But we'll get the second tier humanoid stun. We get stasis at level 9. Where are we at here? Throw lightsaber, we've already spent on. We can't do the second tier of that yet. Mind trick, drain, suppression, push. Push is kind of cool. The universal power. Force whirlwind and eventually force wave. Telekinetic explosion around the Jedi. I think let's do that. Go with force push as its place. Are you allowed to go to bed? Oh, you didn't really ask that. Sleep. Forever sleep.
Yes, rest.
Forever sleep. Forever sleep. That hurts. That hurts a little bit. Why did you ask? Why did you ask? He must be Sith. He must be Sith. Sleep for Cath 2. Sleep for Cath 2. I should actually take a little break here. Good timing, Flamia. If you're off to bed, and I think you should. If you're tired, go get some sleep and have some sweet dreams. Then come back to us when you're up. But I should take a little break too. We've been going about 6 hours. We're about halfway through the stream. I guess almost 7 hours, a little more than halfway through the stream. And we're finally off of Paragus and headed for Telos. Ship is quite empty now, but it's not going to stay empty. We've got a lot of people to meet. Hyperdrive and the engine been all repaired. We've got our workbench here. Canadians, you were asking about... Crispy Critters, are you saying goodnight to Lamia, or were you taking off? We can... Here's the lightsaber crafting. You can make energy cells, upgrade items for lightsabers. You can make emitters of different types. You can make lenses of different types. So there's different slots for your lightsabers, and that's separate from the crystals that you put in there. Those are additional mods. I'm looking forward to dual wielding. I think we're gonna go dual wield instead of double bladed. I usually do double bladed, but dual wielding is just as cool, and more so for some people. All these empty rooms. At least they're not gonna stay empty. Just enough energy for the next 40 hours. Yeah, there you go. Hello, security door. Oh my god, who's that? Check it out. Check it out. Damaged HK unit. This looks like the remains of an HK unit, but older and more corroded than the one you encountered on Paragus. Its power core still carries a charge, but a number of critical parts appear to be missing. Repair. Diagnose the droid. I've only got +1 repair. It looks as if this droid is missing 4 critical components. Its droid processor, a replacement droid chassis, the control cluster that's supposed to be stored in the chassis, and its vocabulator. Well, we got a vocabulator off of the HK unit we destroyed on Paragus. Success! You have installed the droid's vocabulator. Well, we've got a long ways to go before where he wakes up.
How's our passenger? She's still aging?
For someone without much to say, she sure says a lot. Cryptic as always.
What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Pazak table.
But to know the future, one must know yourself. I don't think Kreia is a Jedi.
Then she must be royalty, because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that.
Good looking? Are you that desperate?
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
Look, ease off the insult. She was wounded helping us escape, remember?
Whoa, all right. Don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know?
Getting empathy from you is like squeezing water from a stone. Never mind. I wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, no. Look, I respect your privacy. I mean, when have I ever asked you any questions? I mean, besides that one.
What did you mean about the galaxy map not being much use? How about this? Do you know anything about that assassin droid?
No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as I'm concerned, you handled that pretty well. No more droid, no more problem.
But what would make droids go crazy like that? Who would build an assassin droid to come after me?
Beats me. Sounds like you're pretty popular. If it was built to hunt you down, that is. It could have been around before you even appeared on the scene.
How old do you think that model was?
Yeah, well, you got me there. Look, droids, I don't trust them. That one we fought, some of them are built like that. Others just, well, break. In the head. Sometimes conflicting orders cause it. Give a droid too much data or tell it to do something it can't do, it'll crack their behavior module in half. Others just don't get memory wipes and they start going crazy. Speaking of which, I think that little trash compactor's long overdue. Trust me, droids were made to break. And most of all, they're predictable and stupid.
How awesome was that camera pan to the droid when he was talking about droids not getting memory wipes and going a little crazy? Cut to T3. What did you mean about the galaxy map not being much use?
Well, the astrogation system is voice printed and locked down, but that T3 unit is doubling as the astrogation system. You can try to plot a course, but without that T3 unit to perform the calculations, you'd probably plow us into a star.
As long as he doesn't steal the ship, we should be all right.
Who voice printed the astrogation system?
I have no idea. Previous owner, maybe? Love to get it overhauled, but that's a major job. Besides, the droid will be good enough for now.
Know anything about that assassin droid?
No, not much. Except sounds like it was after you. As far as
whoops. Repeat. My bad. Yeah, just repeat. Let's get back to where we were in the dialogue. How old do you think that model was?
Others just...
Oh, it goes to T3 again, but he's doing something else. He's moving.
Long overdue.
All right. Let's focus on getting to Telos for the time being.
So, what happened?
What?
Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful.
So where's yours?
Damn good question. My lightsaber was taken from me by the Council.
Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi?
There are reasons these questions are coming up. So even though we might be playing dual wield, it was double-bladed, Atten. It was double-bladed.
Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover. A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you?
Hey, Doc, what do you think? You didn't go red, did you? No, I couldn't find a red crystal. Damn it. Both the blade and the crystal were unique.
Yeah? Unique how?
Violet, like hurricane gems in the sunset.
Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us.
It was the only, I actually don't like a lot of the face models we are woo. This is one of the only ones I kind of like. Coincidence. Of course, there are no coincidences with the Force, are there? Not true coincidences. I think having it would just drive them to hunt me harder.
Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
Alright, let's make an actual staggered save here. And now we have a galaxy map, without much on it. We're going to Telos, Citadel Station. Climate, artificially maintained. Terrain, space station. Docking, landing zone. After we land on Telos, I'm going to take a 5-minute break.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility.
Are we under arrest?
You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry.
This is outrageous! You don't have any evidence! Will I be able to get my gear back?
If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand?
I don't understand. We're leaving right now. Do you understand? No. Why are you holding us?
Because this vessel and its passengers are connected with the destruction of a fuel mining facility, one that this station depends upon. We would like to find out the extent of your involvement.
I understand. I'll cooperate.
Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You see that? Looky, looky.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in residential module 082.
A force cage? This is ridiculous.
As I said, this is only temporary while other arrangements are made. I'm sorry, but you'll just have to bear with us until then.
How about some questions?
I've many matters to tend to. Your questions will have to wait.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed.
Let me out of this cage and we'll see how disappointed you are.
Doubtful, though at least it appears you have some spirit. The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy.
I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse.
We're in a TSF station. How do you expect to get away with this?
The security cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place.
Your body's staying right here. I don't wish to fight you.
Easier for me then. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave him alone. You want to fight? Then try me if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually. And an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match to my skills.
Kreia does a spin
security
kick,
cameras
takes him out.
What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Well,
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed...
Don't say that to a Jedi.
Who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
He said he was an assassin. Impressive. You allowed an assassin to infiltrate your ranks.
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him.
How did he manage to sneak in here?
That's something we're going to have to look into. I can tell you that it can't have been easy.
That's reassuring.
We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragus matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability.
The best of your ability? That's not very inspiring. Great. Another investigation?
Officer, get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately.
Yeah, that voice actor is...
These will serve as
has
your
had a lot
quarters
of
for
work.
the duration of your house arrest.
Had a lot of
2
work.
officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or two?
Prison warden. It might have been. Prison warden in ME2. I conjure up the voice. The prison warden. Girl, what was his name with the K?
I can't say.
How long
we
will
have
I
a
be
ship
here?
examining what's left of the Paragus facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
All right. So we're on Telos. Our gear has been taken. Our ship has been
This isn't good.
impounded.
We've got to get off this station.
Why do we need to leave? It seems like a silly question.
What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragus? That could bring the Sith...
You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
What do you think, Kreia?
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Rest. Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone. Accept the call. Incoming call. Actually, let's take a break here. We'll just pause here. I don't know that I have any good break music queued up that goes with Star Wars. I'll have to work on that for tomorrow. See what I can dig up. See what we could play that's not going to have copyright issues. Oh yeah, let me take a little break here. It's about 7 hours. I took a break at 3 hours, so we've got another 4 hours since I took a break. I need to stretch, use the restroom, maybe grab another bite from the kitchen. Go check on the dogs. Oh, it's 4 p.m. No, I need to go feed the dogs. I gotta go feed the dogs. Ah, putting Officer Lino on hold like that. Rude. Yeah, we'll just have to be rude. I'll be right back. Thank you all for hanging out so far. If you're taking off during the break, I wish you the best and an excellent week of Star Wars. But we're going to be doing this all week. We got another 5-6 hours tonight, and 6 hours tomorrow, and 6 hours Thursday, and then The Force Awakens comes out on Friday. Oh my God. It's going to be crazy. Anyways, I will see you all in a few minutes. Cheers. So, check out what I found. I went and pulled this out of the garage. It is so covered in dust. This thing is so covered in dust, but check it out. Let me see here. I found my Imperial shuttle. I think if I put batteries in it, the noise still works too. How cool is that? And cockpit opens up. Side panel opens up. Some of you probably have this toy, but I got this for Christmas 1983. This was Christmas 1983. It's an older toy, sir, but it still checks out. Oh man. Yeah, how cool is that thing? It even has a platform that extends from beneath. Oh yeah. Yeah. And what's missing? The only part of the toy that's missing, I no longer have, there's two little guns. There's two gun assemblies that snap in here, and I haven't seen those in 30 years. And I should have dusted it before taking it out of the garage. Oh, I'm gonna pull a lot more out this week, let me tell you. Kale Commander, nice. You like? Nerd! Did you say nerd? Yeah, very dusty. Hey, Umbriel, what's going on? Accept call. Yeah, Lino's been on hold. Phone's been ringing for the past 10 minutes. I love it. I'm putting in more coffee.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian planet restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Grenz cleared him if you'd like to speak with him.
What does he want?
He says he wishes to speak with you on behalf of Chodo Habat. That's all he will say.
Fine. Send him in.
Very well. I'll let him in now.
Phrasing. Oza. What is this about? Why didn't he come himself? I did not have that Falcon. Kel Commander, I love that Falcon. Buddy of mine had that Falcon, though. My cousins had that Falcon. I never had the Falcon. I did have the Imperial shuttle, though. I also had a B-Wing. I don't know if I still have my B-Wing. God, that would be sweet. Maybe I can find my B-Wing. I can't remember when I last saw the B-Wing, but the B-Wing had a weighted cockpit. So, as you took the model of the B-Wing and turned it, the cockpit would always orient itself up. So it was able to spin 360 degrees and had a weight on it. Oh, cool. What is this about? Are you familiar with the restoration project on Telos? No, could you explain it to me? Were you getting all that? Are people actually reading the subtitles? Should I act as a translator and speak the English subtitles while alien races are speaking, or are you all reading those? They were talking about the restoration project on Telos, and I didn't want to speak over them. I love the sound of the alien dialogue when it doesn't go on too long. All of it is fantastic. But you're probably missing it if you're not actually reading the subtitles on the screen, so let me know if you want me to read that out. Recently, however, we have run into contention with the corporation known as Zerka. Perhaps you've heard of our recent troubles. Oh, what troubles have you had? The funding enables the... Sorry, I didn't catch that one in time. Davination, I'll jump on it. Then the troubles began. Republic relations with Onderon began to deteriorate. If I'll keep upright. As the station grew, the Telosian security force was no longer large enough to police. I'm gonna do a bad job of this. We're gonna let it go. Maybe I'll paraphrase at the end. The Ithorians are trying to fix the planet, and they've run into problems with the Zerka Corporation. That's the short version. Hey, Bionics, what's going on? Oh yes, motherfucking KotOR! Nah, you know it. You know it. I gotta grab something else out of my closet that I just realized I have here. Alright. Hold on to your horses here for a second. They're also a little dusty. Most of these are missing their outfits. But this is a 1977 Chewbacca. Well, you can't see him very well. Here, let's get him in the light. This is Chewbacca, 1977. He's missing his bandolier, obviously. Missing some stuff. He's also having a bad hair day. Yeah, even Chewbacca has bad hair days. But that one's, if you can see the label here. That is, yeah, 1977. Think about how old this Chewbacca is. This guy is old. This guy is old. This guy is actually a year older than I am. Dude, you're old. And, this is Wicket. This is a Wicket from 83, and he's missing his hood. He had an awesome hood. I don't know what happened to the hood, but he's missing his hood. Yeah, there's Wicket. And see on the tag for this one? The tag is trimmed off of this one. But I got another Ewok here. I know not everyone's a fan of Ewoks, but check that out. Actually, this was not something I had as a kid. Someone gave this to me, I think when I was in my 20s, someone gave me this Ewok. Cousins, but how cool is that? I just realized I had those in the closet here. Why is Wicket named? No, it came with... Shush! Shush! Say it on here somewhere. Alright, so I got nothing to back me up. But that's, Warwick Davis didn't just play an Ewok, he played Wicket. But you probably know that. Yeah, the only one I saw in theaters, Doc, was Return of the Jedi. I was alive for Empire, but I was not going to the movie theater at that time. Oh, man. Whew. Dust. I'm gonna start choking here on all the dust. Oh, God. Strudels. This isn't show and tell, Jay. That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. Did I need to change the dashboard to say show and tell? Star Wars show and tell all week long? Yeah, just wait till we get to the action figures tomorrow. I gotta go find some of this stuff in my crawl space, though. How is Zerka harming the restoration project? Restoration process is at risk. The Republic will not resurrect it. Telos will remain dead forever. How did they take the restoration zones? Hey Josh, how you doing? We Ithorians are not prepared to deal with much. We're a passive people. So, how could I help? Chodo thought you could help us, and he can heal you. If you could help heal Telos, it might be possible for him to heal you. Heal me? Heal me?
Perhaps Choda Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Forgive me! If you're interested, go to the Ithorian compound. Alright, I'll speak with your leader when I'm freed. This pleases me. Perhaps we will speak later then. Farewell. Oh, to the movie. Flying Solo. Flying Solo, my buddy is watching his kid. His girlfriend is going to be working that day, so he's going to be at home watching their kid. How old is the kid now? I mean, technically, we could bring him to the movie, but no. Nope, I'll be flying solo. Unless someone wants to make it here to Fort Collins on Friday, I'll get you a ticket. I think there's still seats available for that showing. It's early, it's like 10:40 in the morning on Friday. Nope. I'll be screaming like a little girl in the theater. And everybody wondering. No, actually, they won't be wondering. They're going, no wonder that guy's here alone. It's gonna kick ass. I can't wait. As you said, though, we just gotta dodge the internet all week long. That's all. That's all. Again? Ring, 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 ring,
Yes.
ring, ring, ring.
Have you come
Banana
with
phone.
questions?
The phone's ringing. Kreia, we'll have to get back to this. Come on. Incoming call. B4D4, Zerka Corporation, Citadel Branch. Get plowed.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately.
Ah! You'd give me a plane ticket? Yeah, offers only opened. Damn it. Damn it for pointing out the importance.
Explain something to me.
Yeah.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If he served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability. For a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
He has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that he turned away from war, did all that he could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do him a disservice by not speaking of this while he is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search.
Josh, have fun, man. Lurk on. Lurk on. Yeah, Divination, I guess that was a serious question. It's Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's coming back. It's Mark Hamill. Yeah, well, all right. It actually works out pretty well. The new movies take place 20 years after Return of the Jedi. I think it's 20 years. And it's been 30. So it's actually a pretty good fit in terms of the actors having aged and the time that they're supposed to have aged. In the story, it's a pretty good fit. Let's watch it though with let's try and avoid even making up fake spoilers for the new Star Wars movie. It's going to confuse people. Some people will get irritated by it. Let's just not go there. Let's just not go there. I get it. Fake spoilers aren't hurting anybody, except they still make a mess of things sometimes. So let's just not go there. Be really cool. We're all gonna know pretty soon. And there's people who aren't gonna get to see it this week too. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough because on Friday, once many people have seen it, it probably would not be fair to ask people not to talk about it at that point. So it's gonna be a spoiler explosion on Friday. And people are seeing it already, the preview from last night. I don't know what's being discussed, but I assume there are plenty of spoilers on the internet. It's going to get worse throughout the week. Thursday, the shit's going to hit the fan with the public previews, and then Friday, obviously, it'll be everywhere. So people who are going to see the film, you thought it was 30 years later? It could be 20, 30 years later. I'm not tuned in on it that much, but people waiting till next week to see it are going to be challenged by the discussions over the next week. It's going to be tough. Yeah, you have to go dark on Twitter and Facebook, pretty much. There's going to be shit in all our feeds, everywhere. Why is the Republic sending a ship? Let's get back to the game.
To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
How
the
long?
The Sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay.
Is the Hawk still impounded?
Please visit the TSF station and entertainment module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave.
Nice, Lance. Grats. Grats.
After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Pastries are messy.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd.
You think it went well, Lance? How do you think that essay went? 20-page essay. Man, I'm glad I wasn't writing a 20-page essay, man. It hit Nar Shaddaa. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in a crowd. You know that from experience?
Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal.
What do you think, Kreia?
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think?
Did I, very strange has occurred. Oh, I got it. I almost made coffee. That's what happened. I almost made coffee. Apparently I didn't hit the button. Is there water in there? Bear with me here for a minute. Apparently I was making coffee a while ago and I did something wrong, like not push a button or not put in the water. We'll see what comes out. Stay or explore Telos. We need a ship. Let's find the Ebon Hawk.
Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
Tips on beating Vicar Amelia. Tips on beating Vicar Amelia. She has a weaker hand. She has a weaker arm. I think it's her left one. I believe if you dodge to her left, which is your right, I think that's the better way. Can anyone confirm? Any Bloodborne experts in channel? Vicar Amelia, is it her left arm that's weaker and you want to dodge towards her weaker arm? Try to stay behind her. That's pretty much it. She can definitely be staggered. The whip is very good, but I don't know if you've leveled up the threaded cane and whip.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
I want you to teach me more about the Force.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
I want to build a lightsaber.
Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing?
To defend you and my allies. Because I feel naked without it. It represents power. And it can help me slaughter enemies quicker, faster, better. The lightsaber is a symbol of the Jedi. It inspires others, gives them hope. Because I feel naked without it.
Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. For the male, it seems to have an inordinate importance. But we shall leave such male preoccupations for philosophers and cultural historians. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are.
But how do I make one?
The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place.
And the truth is, you can loot one or make one. You will eventually loot lightsabers, and you can use those. But, or disassemble them and take their crystals out and so forth.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
This bond we share. I would know more about it.
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
I think this is a bit of a rehash, pretty much a rehash of our conversation on the ship. There may be some additional branches I didn't take, but let me back out. I want to ask her about...
And I will answer.
Well, other things, but this first.
Nothing more than
Sith.
we already know, and anything else.
You know anything about the Sith? Influence
there is danger
failure.
in such knowledge, even if I was certain of the ones who hunt you.
I'm not sure we'll get the opportunity to ask her again, but if we had enough influence with her, she would have had a different answer. A different answer.
Ask, and I will answer.
Yeah, I guess we can come back to that. But no, she had another dialogue tree I wanted to get now.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Lightsaber techniques. I wanted to ask her about lightsaber techniques.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Can you teach me any lightsaber forms? We don't have a lightsaber yet, so she may just shut this down, but Force forms,
The Jedi practice
different
many
things.
forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho. The simplest of the forms return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience. Very well. What is it that drives you?
Force forms.
Very well. Of which did you wish instruction?
Huh. Then it goes around in a loop. So I don't recall what that will need us to do to ask her more about that, but let's leave this room. We've been in here since we arrived. Yeah, Crash is a great source of information for you, Lance. So the fire paper and attacking the legs. Good advice. So that's the way out of the complex. Is there one more door in this section we can open? No. The war has really inflated prices here in the Outer Rim. Medical supplies are in short supply. Apartment Complex B. Let's not leave this area yet. What else is here? Oh, we haven't uncovered it yet, so we can't see it on the map. This is a mirrored apartment complex from the one where our room is, but there are a couple NPCs we want to run into. So I'm poking around until I find them. I don't remember where they are. Arcanian energy shield. She was, Jim. I don't know where Rummy's at right now, but she was here. She might even be lurking. Rummy, are you out there? The Regal Visor. What is the Regal Visor?
What are you doing in my apartment?
Stealing your Regal Visor. Helping myself. What does it look like? Oh, sir, we are just looking around. No harm done.
Looked like you were doing more than just looking.
Sorry, I just, figured,
Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I own. Are you crazy?
It's a role-playing game. It's what we're supposed to do when you put it that way.
Yeah, I thought so. Get out of here before I get the TSF.
I'll be going. Hara. Longest hello ever. Hello there was the translation for all of that. Who are you? My name is Hara. What do you do here? This guy works for Zerka. What do you do here? Data processor. Thankless job. Shitty pay. But I have no choice. I am desperate. It's either that or I gamble, but that's what got me into this. I'm going to paraphrase. I don't have time to read it verbatim. The alien speech is usually... there's a little more, most of the time, English dialogue than I can read in the time the alien speech goes on. I'll try and paraphrase a bit. If you're not staring at the screen, you won't get any sense of the alien dialogue, so I will try to. Venture Fear, have a great night. By the way, everyone, check out Venture Fear when you get a chance. Streaming here on Twitch. Excellent guy, excellent streamer. Keep an eye out for him. Venture Fear, have a good night. Or you said take off for now. Maybe it's not maybe you're not taking off for the night, but we'll see a little later. What is this predicament? Let me guess. You have a gambling debt you must pay off. You're half right. I did have a gambling debt, but it was repaid. There is no creditor that looms over me. So what's the problem, Hera? I used Romana, the girl of my heart, as collateral. Weakness for Pazak. But you gotta understand, I had the best hand, man. I had the best hand. There was no way I could lose. But you did. Indeed. And now Romana is an indentured servant dancer for Doten Het. And I'm sure she hates my guts. Of course, you did make her a slave. So now he's selling himself to Zerka. It's going to take months, maybe years, for him to get enough credits. Doten could take her away. He's worried he's going to lose her. Perhaps I could be of assistance. Well, first of all, how much are they asking? 2,000 credits. Hey, Eva, thank you. Sleep well, and take care. Antonok, are you going light side or dark side? Going light side, but if you know the game, you know that even if you go light side, you get to discuss the ramifications of that in terms of it not being a perfect solution. Whether you play dark side or light side in this game, you get to explore the gray area in between. So I don't think it's quite like the first game where if you're a light side character, you just goody two-shoes your way through, not counting the big gotcha, the big spoiler, but or you just become evil. In this one, it's all gray. Whether you go light side or dark side, it's still very, very gray. Going light side. Long answer to your simple question. 2,000 credits. I was foolhardy and confident. Every penny I had, I bet on that game. I think I can persuade Doten to see things our way. When did this become our way? Then I wish you luck, because he hasn't had any. All right, we'll try and persuade our way out of that one when we get there. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, fair enough. To the entertainment module. What else is on this level? Let's uncover the rest of the map here. Divination. I don't have a Facebook account. Technically, I signed up for one because of my computer business, but I haven't logged in since the day I made it, not once. So, the exchange. This here says Bumani Exchange Corporation. These are the ones who had a bounty on the Jedi. On us. You have no business here. Get out of here. Open that door, or you're dead. No, it's okay. We'll be going now. We don't need to do that. I wouldn't even take their call. They actually were calling. That was the second call when we were in our apartment. Residential Module 82 West. This is a pretty big place. There's a lot of different zones here, and you can fast travel between them once you've unlocked them. Information terminal. Download area map. Good, I should have done that in the other zone. Transit to another module. You are currently located in 82 West. Which destination? It's an empty list. So we need to uncover more of these fast travel points. And they are worth using, because you have to zone in from one place to another anyways. You may as well fast travel other than walk a great distance. The Ithorian compound. We were asked to go here. Welcome. Moza sent me to speak with Chodo Habat. Ah, you're the Jedi. I will open the doors for you now and inform Chodo Habat of your arrival. Wait, you found it? We are Wooey, you found it? The company that was supposed to be maintaining it, I just cut off business with, so I don't know if they've done anything with it. You said sad, lonely Facebook business page. This is probably true. I haven't even seen it. I literally have not seen it. I signed up gave permission to access. Haven't been there, so I have no idea what it looks like. Don't show me. Don't show me. Don't tell me. I think I'm gonna actually close it. I will probably close it. If I set up a page ever for the stream, it will not be on that account anyways. I don't know. I probably would have gotten an email. Hell, they send me emails every day, and I haven't even logged in. I'll be going now. Chodo's over this way. Moza and Chodo Habat. It gladdens me that you came. I am Chodo Habat, leader of the Ithorians here. I'm sorry to impose our troubles upon you, but I did not know where to turn until I sensed your arrival. You sensed my arrival? Yes, I am a priest of my people. I sensed an echo within the forest, a subtle disturbance. I suspected you were one of the remaining Jedi, and you could help us. This is why I sent Moza. Moza said you could heal me. What does that mean? The echo I felt upon your arrival was not natural. It spoke of great pain, not of the body, but of the mind. It's as if you once felt the Force flow through you, but it was torn away brutally and quickly. The echo comes from the hollows where it once flowed through you. I once felt the Force, yes, and it is slowly returning.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies. You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
Do not mistake me. It is not our desire to see any living things suffer, but the suffering of Telos is what we are concerned with. Yes, Moza told us a bit about the problems with the Telos restoration projects. You mean your trouble with Zerka, right? Yes. Our goal is to get the restoration project moving forward again. The Republic originally provided a droid intelligence system that would help us manage the logistics, but it vanished. Was it stolen? The TSF conducted an investigation, and they were unable to figure out why it disappeared. At great expense, we hired a second, somewhat lesser droid to take its place, and it will arrive shortly. The government has offered a small escort, but I was hoping you would do the escort because it'll be safer. Will you help us? Paraphrasing again. Yes, I will see it to you safely. We're gonna go get his second-rate droid, and we'll probably find out a little bit about what happened to the first one. Thank you. Go get my droid, please. Yes, thank you. Okay, I'll return with the droid intelligence. Hey, Jim says do some Witcher on December 24th. Well, we've already got a few things on the schedule for December 24th. Not likely to change the plans at this point. If I change my plans at all, I would move them up in the day. I was thinking about going down. My good buddy of mine and his family are doing some Christmas Eve stuff. But it's in Denver, and weather aside, it's a 70-mile highway drive there, and then a 70-mile highway drive back. And I'm not sure that I'm going to change the plans and move things around. I will probably keep them the way they are. The computer displays wildlife statistics relating to the Telos restoration project. We'll be back here. Well, I'll tell you what though, Jim. The Witcher I have in mind to be our overflow. This game finishes early. Let's let him speak for a sec. I would have tried to paraphrase that while it was going on, but I didn't get started soon enough. It would have been hard to try and catch up with while he was speaking. Basically, you leave the room and the Ithorians start commenting on the inner wound that they sensed within you. Assassin guy, hello, hello. So, it was a great deal of pain. They didn't just sense the wound within you, they sensed a planet's worth of weight and pain upon your shoulders. And that's what they were discussing. Have you ever felt so much pain? It must be a lot. How does he bear it? He bears it because he has no choice. That was the bulk of the dialogue there. Toxic, how you doing? Dex build, dual wield. Dex build, dual wield. Finesse. RZD, welcome back. Welcome Toxic too. How are you doing? I can show you where we're at with that right now. By the way, in case anyone missed it before, the PC version on Steam has been updated with widescreen resolutions, controller support, bug fixes, and Steamworks support. You can get the restored content mod directly off of Steam now. How awesome is that? So, not a great way to look at it, but we'll look at it when we get to the level up screen. I don't know why they don't have a nice clean layout there, but I've got about 16 dex, 16 wisdom, 15 charisma, and 10 across the board for the rest. Oh, they got the Advent Children voice actors? Antonok, that actually pleases me greatly. I know not everyone liked Advent Children. I liked it a lot. I will enjoy hearing those voice actors. Although, you know what? Actually, that isn't as awesome as I was extolling. Basically, I like the foreign voice actors. I think I've only watched Advent Children with subtitles. I don't think I've watched the English dub of Advent Children ever. So the voice actors that I was thinking of and I got excited for were actually the Japanese voice actors. In fact, my favorite copy of Advent Children is not even the one that's officially subtitled. It's one that has fan subtitles. It has a, how would I put it? The translation is a little more loving, a little less literal, a little more figurative and expressive, and a little more loving. And that's my favorite copy of Advent Children. I wonder, are we going to be able to play the remake with an international audio track here in the US? Are we going to be able to have Japanese audio? I hope so.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon.
Who are you?
I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it.
Why are you here?
The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air.
I'll be going now. Right, the med clinic. Maybe I had no good reason to come in here. I'm exploring. I haven't played this game in about 3 years, so I don't know where everything is. Skill too low. Skill too low. But I have a lot of points in security. I think I've already got... Never mind. Oh, my gear's gone. I don't have any of my booster gear. We'll come back. I'll have a security boost once we get our gear back from the TSF. There. Terminal. What can we do with this terminal? Open the medical supplies container. Slice the authentication codes. That was it? Okie dokie. Hey, we got a med pack. Well, that was worth it.
I think detected a signal embedded in the static.
Lord, aka Zin. Did I get that right? Or is it all pronounced Lord Akazin? Tell me how I can say your name right. Welcome. Thank you for the follow and welcome. We can't use any fast travel yet. That was the only one that we had. Same way, Antonok, same way. How are you doing? You a big Star Wars fan? Or just pronounce the whole thing? Akatzin. Circa offices. It was the exchange that wouldn't speak to us, and it was Circa that called. I don't really want to do any business with Circa. I might just not go in there. We don't need to go in there. Just the entertainment. Ah, man. Yeah, it's not the most exciting part of the game, navigating your way around the Telos facility. But we'll figure it out. Rusty as I am, we'll figure it out. Let's auto-level Kreia. Unless we need a specific power, we're going to auto-level companions. Alright. Potentially.
I hear you.
That module is sealed. Where did we come in from? That's where we came in. Going this way. I'll remember where some of these places connect after doing it a couple times again. Like I remember this now. Okay, there's 2 merchants in here. There's 2 merchants and they have a bit of a conflict. Then there's the bar, right? The bar's right around the corner. Yeah, some of this will come back to me if I spend a little more time here. I've got it. I'm using at least the restored content mod is running, and it is from Steam. I was so glad to have Steamworks set that up. Dendis Dobo. Do you see how he is? Disgusting. He's talking about the other guy. We haven't... How does he think we know what he's talking about? Just let me shop. So he's got Jedi robes that we can't afford. But we'll loot and we'll have our own robes. We'll get our gear back and we can get other things if we want. But I'm not counting on buying anything here. Double-bladed sword. We could afford a double-bladed sword. Or a vibro double blade. The Rhodian Deathblade is nice. And here's where we start to see some of the lightsaber gear. I mean, we can buy a Viridian crystal, blade color Viridian, a faceted crystal used in construction of a lightsaber. We'll loot, for the most part, the crystals that we need, but it's neat to see them here. Blasters, ion masters, carbines, pistols, gloves, all sorts of mods. Bio-restorative underlay, Mark II. Armor mods, cards. Predates Gwent, but if you want to buy Pazak cards, I don't like to play, or Pazak. I don't like to play Pazak. I've played through KotOR 1 and 2 many times, and I won't play Pazak. I just refuse. I have no interest in learning how it's played. It doesn't need to be part of the game for me. I imagine you could make a lot of extra credits playing Pazak, though, and then buy a lot of cool stuff. Ion cell. Now this guy, Samhan Dobo. Welcome. You made the right decision coming to me instead of my brother Dendis. Brother says, no, I have principles. And he says, that's the problem. Pazak is basically blackjack, but you go to 20 instead of 21. Seriously? Toxic? All these years, I've never understood that. I never really gave it the time. But that doesn't sound so bad after all. Light armor. That's a nice piece of light armor. The Akani light armor. Quarterstaff. A violet crystal. I'm tempted to grab that violet crystal just to make sure I have one when I finally get a lightsaber. I do like a purple saber. jokes incoming. Frag grenades, gloves, amplifiers, capacitive shields, capacitance shields. Please, I don't want any trouble. There's an accident, I swear.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
No, that's not how it was. I didn't mean to disturb your drinking. Just let me go. I won't trouble you.
That won't do at all. This
What's going on
Celestin
here?
had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences.
I'd like to hear his side of the story. Thank you, it's very simple. I was having a drink. These guys pushed their way up to the bar and they spilled my drink all over both of us. Then they dragged me out here. Look at those two. I know what they want. They want to send me home with my limbs twisted, body battered, and spirit broken. You must help me.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right along. Have a drink in the cantina.
I won't let you lay a hand on him. I think you should leave. Now.
Yeah? Or what? You're gonna teach me a lesson? Go ahead. I hate your kind anyways. Keep your nose in your own business.
I don't want to fight you. But, where's the but?
Then you shouldn't have gotten involved.
So, we're all unarmed. We haven't gotten our gear back yet, and I didn't buy anything at the shop, so the three of us are all unarmed. What do I have here? Stun, force push, throw my non-existent lightsaber. Let's push him and stun him and mess him up. I'll let my companions figure out their own business. Force push didn't work very well. Excellent, excellent. Well, see what we can do with unarmed. Try another stun too. Oh, stun didn't work. Come on, Kreia. Let's see that roundhouse. Kreia's got a mean. There it is. There's the roundhouse from Kreia. Why are they allowed to do this? He didn't speak, but it says the Republic must do something about this, but it's anyone's guess as to whether or not they will. You should leave, in case their friends come looking for them. You speak the truth. I will stay away from this cantina until things settle down. Please, accept this reward. So do we want the reward? Do we want the light side points? There'll be plenty of light side points. We'll just say thank you. Thank you. We don't need to turn down everyone who's trying to give us some credits, although that's not a lot of credits. We might do better with the light side points. Frag grenade. So, Race Master, one of the things that I'm hoping is fixed in this Steam version is the pod racing, because it didn't work in certain versions of the game and on certain machines. So, there were some pretty nasty bugs with it. I'm not going to try it right now, but I'm hoping that at some point that's an option.
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering about. No more trouble with the TSF, I hope?
Probably. As I keep bringing up, though, it's sort of besides a couple story decisions, it's mostly a moot point, because you really get to explore the gray side of the Force, whether you go one way or the other. I mean, you'll have some different gear, depending, and you might have some different powers, depending, but, I don't know. Knights of the Old Republic 2 just doesn't feel like the same simplistic light side, dark side that the first game did, even though you still tend to go one way or the other. But you must be the Jedi. I am no Jedi.
I guess you haven't heard the popular rumors then? Jedi or not, you're the talk of the station. Everyone from the TSF to Zerka Corporation is curious about you.
Can I help you?
Perhaps you don't know who I am?
Nope.
You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Benok, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you?
Nope.
The two gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men. Other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the man alone, Benok. I bet he'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, Luxa, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest one.
It's your skin, Benok. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
I heard her voice and looked up to see the Gamorrean. That was very weird. And she was still talking, so I look up and I see the Gamorrean talking in the woman's voice. Haina Sid. Did I say that right? Haina Sid? Or is it Hain Sid? Either way, one of your favorite games right here? Excellent. Isn't it? Isn't it one of the best? And do you like the second one better than the first? Or are you talking just about the whole series? Welcome. Either way, welcome. She's right. Mess with me and you're dead. I don't want any trouble.
And I doubt you could cause any. Trading jabs with Luxa is hardly the entertainment I was looking for. Let's go.
Yeah, this Gamorrean bodyguard. What a pretty voice you have.
Hello there. Fresh blood at the cantina. Enjoy. Your drinks are on me. We should talk. Later.
And you, Luxa, who are you?
If you're asking me that, handsome, you're better off not knowing. Tell you what. You just enjoy yourself, and if in the future we have business together, you can come back and we'll have a little chat.
Welcome to the Entertainment Module 081 Cantina. How can I assist you?
What sort of entertainment do you have here?
We feature Citadel Station's most talented all-bit band around the clock, as well as live Twi'lek dancers. You won't find any holograms here. Casual Pazak players should be able to find a friendly match in the game room. Or, if you're a bit more seasoned, we have daily tournaments with some of the best players in the Outer Rim. Cards too slow for you? Try your hand at Citadel Station's swoop track and see if you can challenge the all-time records. Last but not least, we feature only the finest cuisine and beverages from Ryloth to Coruscant.
Divination, pot noodles, and that all sounds good. I'm gonna have to make a big meal after the stream, because now I'm on to snacks. I didn't have anything that I wanted to bring up when I went down there last, so I'm eating pastries until I can get a real meal later. Or in fault. We can't talk to the dancers here.
Zerka's mercenaries are getting out of hand, and they're too much for the TSF to handle. We need Republic troops to restore order.
Come on, target the right guy.
I can do for you?
What can you tell me about Zerka?
What's there to say? We're the only corporation with a branch on Citadel Station. Getting in early, as they say. If this whole Telos thing pans out, we could be in a great position. If Lorso doesn't screw it up, that is.
Tell me about Lorso.
Yeah, Jana Lorso. That woman's a... look, forget it. She's my superior, and that's that. She'll screw up soon enough, and then I'll move in for the kill.
How do you think she'll mess up?
She's got her hands in too many dirty little... whoa, I think I've had a few too many drinks. I shouldn't be talking to you about this stuff. Just forget it.
A little late for that, bud. I need information.
I don't understand your problem with the Republic. It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Iziz has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indentured to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it would.
Okay. There's two ways out of the cantina. So this is around the corner from where we rescued that Celestin. Lustin. Way before all of them. So remember, we were supposed to go to a certain shuttle bay to get a droid for the Ithorian that they were going to use in the Telos restoration project. They had a better droid, but it went missing. With what remaining money they had, they bought a lesser droid, and that droid is supposed to be safely escorted. But they don't trust the escort, so they asked us. Unfortunately, we are Habat's errand boy. What's it to you? Zerka has an offer for you. No, you must have me confused for someone else. That's unfortunate. I was supposed to instruct someone of your description that Zerka would pay you handsomely to have a certain droid delivered to them. You must be mistaken. Get out of here. There was no subtitle, but it didn't sound nice. I don't think he was happy. And he said a lot more than "let's go." Before we talk to the Ithorian, let's glance at what else is here. We can, at least I can use force speed. We can run around a little faster. Duros and a Zerka officer. If you have no business here, please be on your way. Well, what goes on here? Privately owned and operated by the Citadel Station branch of Zerka Corporation. Ask the Zerka rep. We're actually trying to help the Zerka rep with something else. He doesn't want to be a Zerka rep. I think they were talking about the same guy. Chodo Habat sent me to help deliver the replacement restoration droid. Yes, he sent word ahead of you. Please enter. They're waiting for you inside. Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. We actually go up here already. Impossible. Can we punch the door open? Yes, we can punch the door open. Let's try it. Miss. Welcome back. How's your food? You shouldn't be here. I must devote my full attention to the operation of the docking bay. Fine, we'll be going. Well, that did a whole lot. We still don't have any weapons. I'm not sure we should be here yet without weapons. We'll make do.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
Well, you definitely can't believe what they're saying right now. One way or another, we'll have to see what really happens. So, I actually get a grenade? Frag grenade? I don't know what the splash is on this frag grenade. I'm thinking I'm not going to use it yet. I'm going to try and get them to cluster up and toss a frag grenade in there. Let's see, they're not going to cluster up though. And there is friendly fire. If I toss a frag grenade, it'll probably hurt Atten here. All right, well let's there we go. Now let's toss that in there. Do it. Toss it. All right, that didn't quite work. I am grateful for your assistance. That was most terrible.
One of the assailants was carrying this.
An assassin's tool.
Actually, Master, it appears that it has a number of illegal modifications.
Illegal mods. Lieutenant Gren should be informed. I will give this to you. So we got the gun that was used. More importantly, you must take the droid back to Choto Habat. I fear there may be more attacks if we don't see to it quickly. Yep, I will get the droid back to the Ithorians. You bet. We've got a modified holdout blaster with illegal modifications on it. Stealth field generator. You're standing on more loot. I think you're standing on more loot. And a computer spike. Another stealth field. No, not a generator, an enhancer. Something else. The droid with us? Hello, droid. Are you coming?
I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way.
Yes. Follow me to the Ithorian compound now. I am gladdened by your safe return. My people sent word of what happened at the docks. Good. Our system has been prepared for your arrival.
I shall do so now, Master Habak. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
The one at the beginning that we talked to for so much? Hold that thought. Please accept this gift from my people. Jay, what happened to the homicidal robot that called the MC Master? Basically, he's dead. He was one of the HK units sent to kill us. But he was only one, so we are effectively going to see him again and again and again. But we killed that one. That one tried to stop us on our way off of the Paragas station, and we ended up killing him. It's pretty cool. I think Kreia Roundhouse kicked him to death, as a matter of fact. Oh, she had a weapon at the time. Please accept this gift. Thank you, now what? The incident at the docks confirmed one of my fears. The gunmen were from the exchange. Zerka hired the criminal syndicate to work against us. Long have I suspected Zerka and the exchange working together. Now with the TSF keeping a closer eye on Zerka, the corporation has turned to the exchange to be its fist on Citadel Station. Zerka and the exchange must be stopped. What is there to be done? What is there to be done? I tried to meet with the leader of the exchange here, a Quarren named Lopak Slusk. He has refused my every invitation and allows no one inside the exchange. He doesn't take us seriously, but the Jedi are renowned as warriors and diplomats. Maybe you could speak with Lopak. I told you I'm not a Jedi. So you said. Again, I am sorry. I'll go speak with him. I am most grateful for your assistance. I found this blaster on one of the assailants in the docking bay. Take it to Gren. Take it to Gren. Gonna auto level up Atten and Kreia. Alright, can we fast travel anywhere yet? I really haven't hit up these terminals in any other areas yet. I know we've been to other areas. I guess I failed to hit them up. We're still hoofing it.
I do not approve of this alliance we have formed with Chodo Habat and his Ithorians.
I don't need your approval, Kreia. But, why is that?
Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends.
We need his resources. Whatever help we must give in return is necessary. Kreia might actually respect that answer. I don't sense he intends to do us harm.
Be that as it may, it would be best if you avoided such needless entanglements. You are too valuable to be caught up in the struggles of this planet.
Still can go with the we need his resources. Whatever we must give in return is necessary. We've got a new option. Perhaps you are right, Kreia. But we need his help, at least for the time being.
True, he may be able to help us locate the Ebon Hawk, but still, you must be vigilant.
Download the area map. Okay, at least we've got one fast travel now. Now we have 2 residential modules on the fast travel. I think the entertainment module connects with the Zerka offices after we go past the cantina. I think if I had kept moving, I would have gotten there. It's somewhere around here. There was the cantina, one entrance. And then here's the cantina's other entrance and another terminal. We want to unlock this. Download the area map. Feeling like Zerka offices should be right here, but they're not right there. Out up this way. Ah, yeah, there we go. Zerka offices. Or not Zerka, TSF offices.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081.
Mirabla, what's going on? Hi, Mira. How you doing? There should be an option that says we need to help so I can level up for the final boss. Oh, to Kreia. Yeah, to Kreia. Kreia, you gotta understand it's a game, there are rules. Such a lust for rules. Lieutenant Gren said to come here to get the Ebon Hawk and the rest of my possessions out of the impound.
I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF
Yes, he
believes
is.
It was stolen. and is currently investigating.
We already put the vocabulator in, Toxic. But that was the only part we have so far. We got the vocabulator off of the HK at Paragus Station. So the vocabulator's in, but we need the 3 other main components. Also, with the restored content mod, Bowder can actually do upgrades to HK-47, eventually, potentially. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen. Say what? What do you mean gone? That's my ship.
It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown.
Perfect.
The vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters and residential module OA2 will remain yours until the situation is resolved.
Can I get my possessions back, at least? Can we get our gear, please?
Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them. You will find them in the security lockers.
Let's see, was there anything in the system about our ship?
There was a query regarding the Ebon Hawk's ID signature sent from the Paragus mining facility. However, all data collected in response to the query has been deleted. It is likely that this information was removed when the vessel's transfer request was modified.
Is there anything more you can do? This is a great setup you've got here.
Not beyond investigating the matter and extending our offer of free room and board.
Free room and board. You take us captive, you practically put us on trial, you confiscate our gear, impound our ship, lose our ship, let an assassin into the jail cell where you're keeping us. My God. You finally used your gift card, Kim, that a former staff member got you? Nice. Oh, yes, yes. That's awesome. Nice resolution. It should also be a lot faster. I mean, it'll hopefully run better. Oh, that's cool, Kim. That's awesome. Are you using it already? How about I wait here until you get me another ship before someone gets hurt? We're gonna get out of here. Out of here. They spread our gear out in all these lockers. You gotta loot all the lockers to get your gear back. They're the Keystone Cops of Star Wars. Yeah, Pierce. It does feel like that. So let's at least put our gear back on. there's our half skirt and tights. Here, fort, the utility belt. I like the utility belt. And I put that point in Constitution for a reason, because that plus the armband will actually give us a Constitution bonus. Interface band. The Regal Visor will actually give us 2 more Persuasion and 1 Charisma, which I think balances out my Charisma. Versus computer use, demolitions, and security. Yeah, let's go with the Regal Visor. See how silly that looks. I bet it looks silly. Get an energy shield queued up. Ready to go. Insulated gloves or infiltrator gloves. Well, that's better. 2 decks. This was the reward from Chodo Habat. Infiltrator gloves. 2 decks, which is awesome right there. Plus 4 computer use and 4 security. Yes, please. And, Vibro sword, fully upgradable. 2 to 12. Is that a two-hand weapon? No, it's not. So Vibro sword, and then we can put the which is balanced here, the cutter or the blade in the left hand. They both have the same stats except for the blade is upgradable. Oh, nice. Yeah, you were still... So, wait, the 2 didn't even take iOS 9, or it just didn't take it well? I thought the 2 was upgradable. Thought he gave a lightsaber part. He may have also given a lightsaber part. City, what's up? Welcome. How are you doing today, City? You excited for Star Wars? Do we have any gear for anyone else? What can we put on? Not worry about Kreia. She'll be fine. But Atten, let's give Atten something to work with. Kreia's gonna at least need she's gonna need a weapon. For that sword. Oh, look, we can't put something in her left hand because it's been a while. I'm great. I am great. Doing excellent here. Star Wars week. I'm playing with all my Star Wars toys. I'm playing Star Wars games. I'm playing with Star Wars toys. Hanging out with friends. It's a good time. Got my ticket for Friday. Are you going to see Star Wars this week, City? And when are you going? I want to give him 2 weapons. Does he have modified holdout blaster? He'll probably end up with that in his offhand. I guess he's stuck using a mining laser for now. Oh, where are the one-handers? What happened to the one-handers? I guess that's the one-hander. A disruptor in the left. You can wear the heavy combat suit. We'll give him the interface band. Nah, I don't know. Not worried about it. Let's make sure everyone's got an energy shield. Never know what mods I want to give my companions, because I'm pretty... Hey, game, please. Pretty much just worried about my own stats most of the time. Look how silly that regal headpiece looks. This is why I don't wear much of the headgear in the KotOR games, because they look so strange. What are you talking about? Your girlfriend doesn't want to come with you to the cinema? City, there's something wrong there. There's something wrong. Does she hate Star Wars? Because there would be something wrong there too. You're probably going on a Sunday matinee to avoid crazy crowds. Pierce, that might work. I am I am going to the Friday early 10-something show, 10:40 show. I bet it'll be crazy and sold out, even though
something
I
it's
can
help
early.
you with?
I have a blaster I'd like you to look at.
A blaster? I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this?
I was ambushed by thugs in a dock module. Your TSF does a lousy job of securing this facility.
Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks? That is disturbing news.
City, she loves you but hates Star Wars. That's a tough one. I'm glad she loves you. You say you found this at the docks. This is disturbing news. Why?
When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF. This confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it.
You found more evidence previously?
We have found a number of blasters similar to this one, as well as a crate of contraband weapons upgrades. A
We could help.
relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation. You'd be compensated, of course.
I'll see what I can do.
Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster.
She doesn't love Star Wars. She has no love in her. Well, I hope that's not true. I need your help because my men can't run an investigation worth a damn. Where that's a shuttle to the docks. Asking questions is a dangerous hobby, Spacer. You'd better be off keeping your nose in your own business instead of someone else's. You never know when you'll end up dead. Get my meaning? Unfortunately for you, you won't get a chance to learn that lesson. Who does this guy think he is? You think they recycled the floor plan? Well, they seem to have used some names. I mean, we've got the Citadel, we've got Harbinger. The Citadel is kind of the main base here. That's not a fair assessment. It's just the first big space station we get to. Can you tell me about this blaster? I can't tell you anything about it. Nothing. Nothing at all. No, not at all, City. Not at all, City. I'm not surrounded by my Star Wars toys. Like it? I do not. Not at all. I'm gonna be pulling out my Star Wars gear all week long. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? No, this was cool. I've still got it sitting next to me, City. Check it out. I pulled this out of the garage. I just pulled my Imperial shuttle out of the garage earlier. What do you think of that? Actually, you know what else opens up in this? You can actually open up the side panel and you can put your figures in there for the flight. Set this thing safely down. Ah, John Marston cries. Oh, City, you want cute? You should see, he's missing his bandolier, but we've got Chewbacca. This is a 30-year-old Chewbacca. More than that, this is a 35, 6, 7. This is almost a 38-year-old Chewbacca right here. You had the AT-AT? Oh, you lucky bastard. You had the AT-AT. Holy shit. Did I ever watch the show X-Play? No, Kim, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. In fact, I'm not sure I've heard of it. What is X-Play? I think there's something you're not telling me. Why would this be of interest to you? I heard there's a healthy trade in black market goods on the Citadel. I'd like to get involved. Indeed, then we should talk. For I have what you might call a certain interest in this business. Are you an idiot? You just incriminated yourself. I'll report you to the TSF. Well, we might, but we don't need to tell him. Don't need to tell him. I'd like to help you with your smuggling operation. What can I do? 3 items I need to fill out my next shipment. Leaves from the Bakani plant from the Ithorians, a personal shield unit being kept in their docking bay, and medical supplies from the medical unit. But first, I need the plant sample. Have I been to the compound? Yes, I've been there. We're not actually going to help this guy. Guys, a Volus in hiding on the Star Wars Citadel. Other uses. He's talking about the plant. Extracts. Restricted imports. Alright. What is it you need? I need a few leaves. Just a few leaves, mind you. But they're extremely protective of their plants, so don't expect them to just let you take it. Alright, I'll be back when I have them. You talk too much, sir. Besides, we are gonna go report him to Gren. We just don't know if we had to pretend to work with him. I'm not sure we had to, but I think we might have. Yeah, he's a slimy guy. This is the second Knights of the Old Republic game. And it's on Steam now. You can get it on Steam with widescreen support, controller support, and Steamworks mod support. So a lot of the coolest mods for this game that have been around for a long time, you can now get them easily installed right through Steam.
Something I can help you with?
All right. Samhan wants me to get 3 things for him, and then he'll make a shipment.
If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs?
Sweet. Sweet, grats. The Krogan Battlemaster on Therum in your Iron Man Mass Effect run. Procyon, that's awesome. Wait, Therum is where you get Liara, yeah? Are you talking about the one in the elevator shaft when you're leaving with Liara? Therum. Am I thinking about the right place? Like the first tough fight. I have not played the Banner Saga. I have heard of the Banner Saga, Pierce. Heard of, yes. Oh, Gren is asking, what 3 things did he need? Leaves from the Ithorians' Bakani plant, their prototype shield unit, and medical supplies.
All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time for me to assemble those.
Someone mentioned, City, that it's about $10 right now.
Here. Take these to Samhan.
Which is
After
not
that,
bad.
come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me. Understood?
Sounds pretty dangerous. Just remember that when it's time for my fee. I understand. Just make sure you're there. Don't screw this up, Gren. Your TSF is pretty bad at their job. I hope you're better.
I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
Smuggling on Citadel Station. Lieutenant Gren supplied you with the items Samhan was seeking. Wait, he gave us all 3 items? I don't think I've ever done it this way. I don't think I've ever done this. In which case, I'm not sure what I've done in the past. I've never really worked for this guy. Maybe I never completed the quest. Oh, that must have felt good, though. That Battlemaster can be really tough. If he gets the jump on you, if he gets off, if you get knocked down with the first wave, he can be really nasty. Good luck with the Iron Man run, by the way. It's what I want to do one day. I want to do an Insanity deathless run, but how many deaths did I have? Like 60? I want to get my 60 deaths on Insanity down to 0 one day. One day. I've got the items you were looking for. Incredible! This is quite a windfall. I wish I'd hired you sooner. If you could, would you escort me to the docking bay? I don't want to take any chances. Sure. When do we leave? Let's go.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule. You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
I could do this
The faster we
faster
get
if
this
you
loaded,
helped.
the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You are all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence.
TSF can't just barge in here as they please. Can't they?
That's enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here.
What can I say? The TSF offer was better. I'm just glad to be rid of this scum. Yeah, he's a slime ball. What? You set me up? I'll see you burn for this.
He's got a grenade. Take him down.
He's got a grenade. Guess what? So do I. All right, I surrender. Arrest me. Put me in your force cage. I have no desire to fight.
My way. All of you, come with me. I think you may be overconfident of your chances, Samhan. We now have evidence of your smuggling operation, and even the Council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest.
If you want to thank me, credits will do fine. No, it was necessary to get this guy.
Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good. Though there is always the possibility another will take his place.
Of course someone will.
I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
500 credits. 500 credits. 150 XP. Some light side points. Kreia probably doesn't like that we helped. Kreia doesn't like when we help with any of this stuff. She wants us to stay on mission. Never mind. Never mind, Kreia. We're gonna have great discussions with her, but at least as many scoldings. For all the good discussions we're gonna have with Kreia, she's gonna tell us how stupid we are and how we've learned nothing and we just don't get it. And often enough, she has a point. She has a serious point to make. Light side. Pfft. Everything's gray in this game. Everything's gray in this game. Actually, where were we in the journal? Where are we at here? The Ebon Hawk has been stolen. Thorian diplomacy. Need to go talk to the leader of the exchange. Eventually, we need to find Doten Het. Investigation is not complete. False Batu bonus mission. Might be worth trying to find out who hired him and why. I wonder, let's go back real quick. Let's go talk to Gren again. I don't really want to talk to Gren again. He's kind of boring, but he might have something to say about the false Batu to put us on that trail. And then rebuild HK-47. We've already put in the vocabulator, but we're going to need to encounter other HK units and get a processor and a droid chassis and a control cluster before we can do anything. Does light side have lightning coming out of your hands? Or force choke? Then a pox upon it. Well, actually, with enough charisma, you can use the dark side powers as a light side character without too much penalty. You have to choose to do that, though. I'm not necessarily going to do that, but I can take... Actually, I can. I can take force lightning. I can take force choke.
Something I can help you with?
Have any work I could do?
Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties?
Maybe. I'm not a bounty hunter.
This isn't a bounty, so to speak. But we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem.
The force point penalty on dark side powers. It ain't no thing for Master Yoda. Tell me about Batono, the criminals, Batu Rem.
You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst.
No thing it ain't.
He was a good kid.
Any way to find out about the killer's movements on the station?
Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you.
Well, it's one of the only issues. Let's see what I can dig up.
If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe. What is it?
Chuck Norris can use Force Lightning without hands. Yes. Yes.
Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka, and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since.
Why do you need my help? This sounds like something your employees should be investigating. Oh wait, they're useless.
Well, that's the problem. Our investigation wasn't exactly government-sanctioned.
So you need me to clean up your mess?
If it makes you feel better then, fine. Yes, I need you to clean up my mess. If the Council had kept us out of this business with Zerka in the first place, there wouldn't be any problems. But that's not important. The important thing is that Batono's gone missing, and I want to know what happened to him.
Well, a little guilt on your conscience?
Maybe there is, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to know what happened to him.
How about any leads?
Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck. Thank you. Keep me updated. What is it?
Last bounty.
They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel.
What do you know about these criminals?
There are 2 of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know. All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers to them.
Yeah, well, they had no training, so there is that. Wow, killer for noobs. It has been a long time. How are you doing? How are you doing? What brought you back? Star Wars hype? Zerka, the Bank of America, Exxon, BP, EA of Star Wars. Am I missing? Before we go back, was there a terminal over here I need to hit? I don't think so, but what's around the corner? Something, nothing, nothing, something, nothing. You were just drawing? What have you been drawing? What are you drawing? not quite used to the controller support yet. After I select something down here on the bar, you actually have to deselect the bar, or when you try to interact with something, you just use it again. Thorian compound. We need to go talk to Zerka for the Athorians. Yes, I think that's where we're going next. But where are they? General anime stuff. That's good though. Like drawing, you gotta keep at it. Keep the skills up. I'm here representing Chodo Habat. The Athorian? We have no business with him. How do I set up an appointment? Through his second, Luxa. She's usually in the cantina in Entertainment 081. We met Luxa. You think it came out pretty well? Nice. I wish I could draw. I can't draw a thing. I can't draw a thing. Cantina.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit?
What about you, City? What's your favorite? And I realize there aren't movies of the Zahn trilogy, but I had to stick them in there. Can we talk for a bit? Yes, go on, go on.
I handle vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopak Slusk.
Your exchange?
Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them.
What do you mean?
Look, are you really Jedi?
I was, but not anymore.
Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me, are you a capable sort?
Right, Corcho. Oh, very capable. Very
Good.
capable.
I like that in a man. So here it is. Help me with Lopak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back.
And
find your missing ship.
Your missing ship. What's your problem with Slusk?
What, besides his being your typically slimy Quarren? Slusk works for Goto, out of Nar Shaddaa. Now this Goto, he's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps the Squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. It is only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Lopak Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help.
I'm not killing your boss for you.
So run him off, Citadel. I don't care. Look, until Slusk's out of the picture, he'll just keep sending men after you. And who do you think took the Ebon Hawk? It was stolen from the exchange in the first place, you know.
Sure, go for it. Hey, killer for noobs, go for it. I'd love to see it. It was an exchange ship? What are you talking about?
Indeed. The pride and joy of a man called Davik, the exchange boss on Taris. How that ship escaped the Sith's destruction of Taris and Davik along with it, I don't know.
I do.
But no matter. It's a stolen ship.
How would this work?
I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal?
He thinks that'll work.
You do that. Come back when you've made up your mind. So long, handsome.
So long, handsome. Should we take her up on that? What do you think? Should we take her up on that offer? What? Obsidian has the CEO, wins at having the CEO with the most epic name, Fergus Urquhart. Urquhart. How do you even say that? That's his name? Is that their actual CEO's name? That's a hell of a name. What do you think? Should we go try to take out Slusk for Luxa?
Oh, you're back.
Hey, Pete.
Going to take me up on my offer,
Procyon, you know how I read that line? I remember watching all the porn videos he did for Neverwinter Nights too. Urquhart, that's a hell of a name. All right, we'll do this.
We'll speak again then. Best of luck, handsome.
Luxa and Lopak. Luxa, part of the Citadel Station's local exchange group, wants your help getting rid of her boss, a Quarren named Lopak Slusk. He says she can get you into the Bumani Exchange Corp, an exchange front in Residential Module 82 East, and that many of the guards won't attack you. Related to that is Ithorian diplomacy. You were refused entry to the exchange suites. The guard said you could try to make an appointment with Luxa, Lopak Slusk second. He said... well, that's what we just did. We saw Luxa. So they're related. We're trying to get to Slusk for the Ithorians, but we're trying to get rid of Slusk for Luxa. I'm not actually sure how those cross over. If you take Luxa's job and you're working for the Ithorians, how does that play out? We're gonna find out. City, it's getting late in Italy. Going to sleep. Hey, thank you. I'll send you a piece of liver for some of your Star Wars stuff. Good night. Good night, City. Good night. Sleep well. Good night, Italy. We'll catch you on the other side. Killer for noobs, checking it out. Hey, nice. Nice. I like it, man. Like I said, I wish I could draw. Is that based on a particular character? I know you said you were just kind of doing general anime stuff, messing around. Is that based on anyone in particular? Also, while I'm thinking about it, if anyone wants to vote on the game we're playing for New Year's, 24-hour New Year's stream, we've gotten a lot of votes. I'm stoked. We've gotten over 60 votes, or maybe it's 65 votes already, which is super cool. Residential, yep. And right now, Grand Theft Auto 5 is ahead. It was neck and neck. Saints Row 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 were basically tied for days, and that poll's gonna run through to Christmas, so we've still got a while. But residential, that's where we started. Yeah, definitely keep at it.
Sobojun sama pitom. No sukama rondisi renti. Manama kro.
You have no business here. Oh yeah? Luxa sent me.
Dosokanki.
I hope you know what you're getting into, human.
Marawala chiso lucharaka. Tinachara.
Vula, a human, is here to see Slusk. Everything checks out. Please open the door.
Terando nash wiwana hoto.
I don't mean to be cynical about things, but yeah, Procyon, that happened to a buddy of mine. He went through college with an art degree, and he now he does real estate because he makes money doing real estate. Wasn't looking to be so easy doing art, but I wouldn't want to discourage anyone from being an artist.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today?
Of course. Why else would I have been sent in? Perhaps the mistake is in the system.
Well, very well. What was your name?
Jason Taban.
Excuse me. Lopak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day.
Just in case. Where is Slusk? I don't know which way he is. Slusk, are you over here? Oh, the Athorian in the cage that we were talking about earlier. It is here. It's right here. There we go. These are the appointments you are looking for. Have you come to torment me like the others? Look at option 3. Why, yes. Yes, I have. No, why are you here? Perhaps you will free me. I was placed in here by 2 large Gamorreans. They have not fed me, and they will not allow me to return to my herd. How do I set you free? I am not sure. I think the force cage was operated remotely. There should be a security panel somewhere. Let's see what I can do. Wait. It is. There like supposed to be a puzzle on the wall? Or was that in the first game and then this is a whole nother one? I don't remember. Could have sworn there was a panel on the wall there though. Like a little 3-button puzzle. Was that in the first game? You've got a lot of nerve coming here, Jedi. With the bounty we've got on your kind, what do you want? I just won my ship back. Luxa sent me to kill you. I'm here representing Chodo Habat. Let's start with that. See where it goes from here. I'm here representing Chodo Habat. You what? I gave very specific instructions regarding that hammerhead and any of his cronies. Who let this idiot in? Matu, bring me whoever's working the door. Nahada. Something. Dust this foolish Jedi.
With pleasure.
That looked painful. Door closed right on him. Exchange thug. Nahada, thug, Matu, and Benok. So we've got 3 named in here. Let's see. Let's get everybody on Matu. Actually, let's throw a detonator in there too. What does Kreia have now? She must have gotten something when she leveled up Fear. Yeah, let's have her use Fear. Excellent. Alright, I'm going to throw an extra grenade in there, but I'm going to throw the grenade at Nahata. Throw a sonic detonator at Nahata. Let's see what happens. Unleash the fury. What happened to my battle stem? That didn't do shit. Oh, man. Oh, well. Everybody on Matu. Stun him. Take him down. What happened to my battle stimulant? Don't use another one. Adhesive grenades. Adhesive grenades. And Bennock's blaster. Bet we could put that to good use. Bennock's blaster. Yeah, there you go. 1 to 8 energy and a bonus of 1 to 4 ion. Still better in the offhand, but I didn't have much in the way of a good blaster for him anyways. Battle stimulants. Boo! Divination, boo! Luxa said you were strong. I will get you inside. We will see how strong you are. Boss, Matu is here with Nubis. Nubis with Kubis. From the door. You want to see him now? Yes, I will send him. What? Whoever let you get back here better be dead, or they'll be wishing they were when my droids are through with you. Disabled droid. About 2, and then 3 and 4. Whatever I have force for, do it. Smoke 'em! You've handled yourself well getting this far, but you should think things over carefully. I can be a very valuable ally. Just what is it you want? To join the exchange? Money? I just want you to leave the Ithorians alone. That's one option.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Hain Sid. Think I asked before. If I missed the answer, I'm sorry, but Hain Sid, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Am I saying your name correctly? Please let me know if I'm not. Hain Sid, welcome. So what do you think? You dead. That's one option. Luxa wants him dead or gone. The Ithorians want him out of the picture. You dead kind of covers both, doesn't it? What do you think? Does he need to die? I wonder what telling him to leave the Ithorians alone does to Luxa's quest. Not my first concern, but you gotta make sure you don't fall asleep at school. Good idea. Good idea. Sleep well, killer. Have a great night. I hope we see you around some more. I'm gonna be doing Star Wars all week and a bit of Bloodborne and then some special stuff for Christmas Eve and then Rise of the Tomb Raider and then moving on to Arkham Knight and the New Year's stream. Yeah, we'll see you later. Kill, 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 die, die, die. What is it you want? No one else? No other input? Just kill, 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 die, die, die. Not getting light side points for that. It seems we have some visitors. I was wondering when you'd show up, Luxa.
Slusk.
Put him in a body bag. Pierce is being very clear. Says, I assume this was all you're doing.
I may have had a hand in this, yes?
Suppose I should have known. You always were an ambitious one. I don't think it's possible that all of us will be leaving this room alive. That's right, and I'm here to finish the job. Can't we talk about this? Come to an agreement? I didn't actually come in here looking for a fight. I expected one. Didn't necessarily want one. Not looking for a fight.
I guess it's just like they say. If you want something done right, do it yourself.
And now look at what's going on. Everybody's hostile. She's hostile. Why is he not hostile? Because I don't remember this clearly. Nevertheless, what are we to do with Luxa and these guards? I don't want the miner detonator. How about the how about that sonic grenade? Let's throw a sonic grenade. In fact, let's have Atten throw another sonic grenade. And Kreia. Let's have her use fear on Luxa. Alright, Divination, we'll see you later. Good night, buddy. Talk to you later.
I hear you.
Message coming in.
Well, I guess we smoked him. Hey, Sempiternal, wow. Thanks for the host. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How have things been? Yes, so now that Lux is out of the picture, we may as well focus on the Ithorians' request. I want the Exchange to stop meddling in the Ithorians' restoration effort. Why would I want to do that? The Ithorians are ruining my profits.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Lord Glad. Welcome, Lord Glad. Thank you for the follow. Cheers. Pierce says, make them squeal like a piggy. Hey, Sempiternal Wild, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Those level up chimes. Let's see, why would I do that? Because I asked you so nicely? Come now, surely you can do better than that. The Exchange isn't trifled with lightly. Don't make me threaten your life. Don't make me. Better. Look around, you saw what I did here. I suppose you do make a bit of sense there, fine. I will allow the Ithorians to do their business. But listen to me, the Exchange is not bullied. If you push, expect to be pushed back. Oh, Slusk managed to live. What are the other possible outcomes there besides just killing him? If I had said something differently, would Luxa not have gone hostile? I think I've always ended up killing Luxa. But I think I've gotten into the quest attempting to do different things before and ended up killing Luxa. Arcanian blinders, advanced adrenaline amplifier, security tunneler. Alright, we'll see you later. Have fun. BD Gray, is BD Gray around? Haven't seen BD Gray today. Is he out there somewhere? Security terminal. You can't access this terminal.